Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today I thought I'd just do some streaming of... First I'm going to go through my correspondence games, try to make my moves there, and then I'm maybe going to play a couple live games. So we'll see how that goes. First let's start with this game, in which I'm really struggling. So, turns out this guy is actually rated around 1900, so his rating is provisional. So he's actually much better than he looks. So he plays the wing gambit in the French. And a3, I play this line, bishop d7, so waiting for them to take the pawn, then c3 and retreat. So now I'm just up a pawn. It's a pretty good position, but I don't know, maybe I played something wrong here, because he gets some initiative going on the king side. So, and also against this e6 pawn here. Gotta make this ugly move to defend. Maybe that knight should have rerouted to f7 to defend the king side, but anyways. So now bishop h6 was threatened, so I try to defend against that here. And now I think I gotta take the bishop. I've said A, I have to say B. You know, I'm still up a pawn, so if I can get through whatever this is, I'll be okay. My knight's kind of ugly here. It's completely boxed out. And I'm also going to probably need to defend the light squares at some point. Whoops. Need to defend the light squares at some point with like queen e8 or bishop e8, one of those two. So if I can do that, maybe rook f7, knight rerouting back to f8, maybe I'll be okay. But yeah, I basically have to take, so that's forced. I'm going to just take that there. Ooh, okay, Grunfeld. I do not have enough experience with the Grunfeld, to be perfectly honest with you. Trying to think, maybe I like to play the fianchetto line, but maybe I should have played knight f3 first. If I wanted to do that. I'm trying to think whether I can play it against knight c3. I'm trying to think whether I can fianchetto now that I have knight c3 instead of knight f3. Maybe it's something different. I'm going to start with knight f3. There are lots of lines you can play from here. You can play one of the bishop out lines. You can probably play fianchetto, or you can play like the classical. So I'm going to play that. This game I'm just completely losing. It's horrible. I'll show you the blunder real quick. So it was actually a pretty decent game. It's interesting. So I tried. Yeah. Probably not the best play on my part to get this structure, which is kind of just crap for me, but try to create some counterplay. Queen defends. Ugly move to have to make. Ugly moves. Try to trade off the queens, hoping that like he has some structural weaknesses that I can take advantage of too. And my bishop is good. It's on it's on the light squares. All right. Now I just take this pawn, take the exchange. So now I'm probably winning here. It's still not an easy technical task because of his strong knight. And okay, here. Now I just drop this rook like an idiot. Just not paying attention, just random blunder. So now I'm basically losing, and this is what I have to deal with. Can't even defend the pawn like that because knight here. I should just resign this game, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm gonna just try some checks. See if I can check. It's a completely useless move. So this is kind of an interesting line of the Tarrasch defense, which I play. Tarrasch French. You get here, and you play g5, and then the response is to capture there, because otherwise I'm going to undermine d4. So now this, and this is theory, so I'm going to actually wait on this move, because there's some theory that I can very easily look up in a book. Same with this one. This is Boghoanian theory. I think just knight c6, but maybe one of the captures. So both of those are theory. Right, 10-10. Here I'm just winning. It's a 960 game. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my rook back down to the 7th. That should be a simple-ish enough solution. Then my knight's gonna come over somehow. My bishop will be opened up. I can advance these two pass pawns. It's pretty easy, pretty standard stuff. This is an interesting game. So it was a Catalan Benoni. So taking advantage of this Catalan setup to immediately play b5 without playing any preparatory moves first, because my knight's not on c3. So now I play this gambit. Knight d6. f5 is more active, I think. Knight d6 is also a main line. So bishop e3, this is all kind of book. And now castles is the gambit. Now it looks like I'm going to win back c5 at some point. And I don't take it back immediately here because the idea is if you castle, your position is active enough that he has to make some form of concession, and then you can take back on c5, having, you know, caused that, I guess. So f6 is that concession for him. And now I take on c5. So I've got a nice lead in development. a5. Yeah, here I didn't know. So rook here, threatening all kinds of nasty discoveries. So prophylaxis on his part. Prophylaxis on my part. My king's going to need to do that at some point anyway to get off the c file. So best make the most flexible move first. Somewhere around here though, I don't know, it felt like he started to get a fine position, and I felt like I had a really strong, a strong game somewhere semi-evaporated, but I don't know, bishop d4 probably now. The reason I moved knight here is because I wanted this d4 square. Like the reason here I moved my knight to f4 instead of d4 was I wanted this d4 square for my bishop to retreat to after like rook hits it. And also I thought there could be ideas, well, this could be an idea for either position, but I thought there could be ideas with like tactics with knight e6, potentially. So here we go. Basically, I either need to retreat the bishop to d4 or take on d6. Let's just briefly do some analysis of the capture. It's forcing stuff. And let me just, for fun, look at this, actually. This little shot here. There's also a question about even if, okay, I think this is fine. Yeah, it looks fine. I don't see any issues. Yeah, nothing. Nothing there. Alright. So okay, I'm done. So here, if I move bishop d4, I kind of just lose any control over this knight, though. And this knight can actually get to be a pretty nice piece on like one of these two squares. Like if I play it, if I play b3 to block it out of c4, then knight b5 to maybe c3. Now that I've played b3, so. Like for example, what if the immediate hit on my bishop? And there's like, on principle, I'm against taking there just because I'm giving up the bishop pair. So either bishop e3, this e file looks really good, like his king was on it, and now it's just kind of dead. Like there's no points of entry, which is kind of irritating. Maybe I have the idea of bishop h3 at some point. Or maybe you could just close it with f5. Close that diagonal. Aye. Something happened. Alright, there we go. Well, that's why I kind of like bishop d4, because if I get these bishops on these diagonals, that's pretty nice, because they work together. Because the h3 bishop can never really be blocked out by f5, because of the pin. If he hits the bishop, I can retreat to e3. That's no big deal. This is theory. And then here we have this game. It's quick. I have a feeling I misplayed this, and then he misplayed it a bit, so. Like here, I think I'm fine. So now the question is, can I get away with bishop? No. The knight defends anyway. Alright, what pawn capture do I want to make? Probably... On principle, I want to capture this way. I'm a little concerned about e4 coming, like takes e4, and that could be good for him. Oh, no, that's why I have the bishop on a6. Alright, it's pinned. So yeah, just on principles, play that. Alright, so that's our correspondence games on Lichess. Now let's go to chess.com. And let's make our game against Nick. which I'm actually running fairly low on time for. So I think I'm winning in this game. I think there was some mess up here, but I still need to prove it. I need to come up with a concrete line. So we have this endgame that should be pretty much drawn, but then I'm allowed to get in here and grab these pawns. So now my H pawn is passed. Now he's taking this pawn, so I'm a pawn up, but suddenly I have opportunities to trade pieces. So my first instinct was here, and after like king here to defend, you can just trade off everything with the one endgame. But you can't make the king move, of course. You have to play this. So I guess the next most forcing continuation is here. But now I'm not so sure whether trading rooks leads to a drawn endgame. Can maybe you can insert that check there. No, I don't think so actually. Here, like if I trade rooks now, king takes or pawn takes. Let's look at pawn takes. This might still lead to a one endgame, like yeah, this might still be one. It's because this king is so far away from my pawn. And he's like one less pawn. When I can like, I'm always threatening to pick up this pawn. As long as I don't let him like play like king b7. I think this is alright. Probably winning. What about king takes? Maybe here you can try to slip the king over to the other side of the board. The issue is like, even if you can get to the pawn, you can never take that. So now I can scoot up. I'm already threatening like check. Just simple. I think he has to go there for counterplay. But there should be like multiple ways to win this one, quite honestly. Like let's for instance just try that. Yeah. I think that is sufficient. The other move I was looking at in this position is just here, going for just like picking up another pawn, which I think is inevitable. Like this pawn is pinned. I don't know, I like the simplicity of this though. Forced. here. Huh. Interesting. This one hadn't thought of. It's not an issue. What am I saying? Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and make that move here. The check is not a problem because just king d7. This check, king d7. All right, so my moves are made. I'm gonna have to look up some theory on those other ones. Now let's play a real-time game. Let's play this guy in Blitz, 1871. Much higher Blitz rating than me. So we'll play the French. Remove the exchange variation because everyone loves the exchange variation. Alright, I'm happy that he didn't play the exchange variation. Exchange is the bane of my existence. When I've started playing with c5, so I get like isolated QP positions. It's not as bad then. Alright, so bishop f4 is the book now. Or no, sorry, takes, captures here. Right, he's not playing theory really at this point. I'm gonna play knight here. I don't mind this capture. I don't mind these double pawns because one is just gonna get traded off. So this is kind of dubious at best. All right. King d6. Should be through maybe. I don't know. I wanna force that without playing e6 because I think I could do that. So like pawn captures. Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, I see your point. C3. Maybe that wasn't the best move. Now I'm freeing up the C3 square for his knight. Let's just hit the rook. No, drop back. Now, AC5. I don't know. Giving up the bishop here, I don't know what recapture is best. Ooh. Looking dangerous for us, folks. Already, I think just captures, knight captures b4, or just b4 right away. Damn, I really messed this one up, didn't I? Right, if I'm gonna lose the piece, might as well lose it in style. It's too bad that bishop is there. Otherwise, I might have actually been able to. It's just absolute crap for me. Hi. Just playing out of my ass. Alright. Just trading off casually. Well, that works. I'm up the piece. Just trying for some counterplay. Some practical chances. You can have practical chances in a blitz game down a piece. Trying to get another pawn for that piece. I don't know if it's going to happen. Gave up a pawn. Damn. Bishop b4. Loses. Ah. Alright, so that's enough of that. Enough of that beating. Alright, let's just quickly run this through the computer. See where I went wrong. Because this opening like this, f3, bishop b4, like, this just shouldn't be good. But it ended up being decent. Maybe not queen a5, maybe queen c7. Or maybe just takes with the queen. Capture with the queen. What's wrong with that? That's fine. Capture with the queen. Capture the queen. I don't know. Maybe just a6 here. Be like, can you put your bishop somewhere else, please? So here, the normal way to play like knight f3, I mean the normal move is f4, but if you're going to play knight f3, the normal way to play it is takes knight c6, bishop f4. And then bishop recaptures here. Yeah. So bishop here. Now I'm up according to the computer. Knight c6 is fine. Queen b6 is wrong. Maybe, yeah. The computer just wants me to keep developing normally. And eventually play a6. Alright, this seems nicer for me, definitely. Yeah. No doubt believing I'm up slightly in this position. Bishop takes c6, b takes c6, that was fine. Knight a4. Queen e5, probably not best, according to the computer. But it's even. Alright. Bishop a6, bishop b2. Huh. Queen d8 maybe, instead of queen c7. Yeah, it's a minor thing. Alright, this move is bad. Wants me to just keep chugging along. It basically wants me to wait. It doesn't want me to push c5. Now taking on c5 is of course a mistake based on his reply. Yeah. And here too, I should have just bitten the bullet and taken there because I was gonna lose the piece anyway. So not much to see after that. It's interesting. Take a glance. All right, let's play a classic game. Let's play this guy who just left. Let's play this guy. 2080. So my classical rating's a bit better than my plus rating. Oh, this thing. This thing. This absurd play. So we have a check Benoni. Trading off the dark squared bishop, huh? I don't mind that if only because I get a tempo from my knight. So bishop d3, bishop e2, h3. Which one of these? Bishop e2 is probably most principled. Nah, I might make that same bishop trade. Nope. Maybe I didn't play this best. I don't know. I was just looking for some pawn break. This is when the check Benoni is always puzzles me a bit. Play G. Ooh, that probably wasn't a good move. I like bishop here. I just wanted to reduce this knight's scope a bit. For the moment. Alright, that's under control. I'm always going to play, I can always play a4. I'm going to reroute the bishop back here. I'm going to play a4 now. Threatening to play a5, so maybe you should play b6. Or that. Wow. Okay. That was interesting. Alright, so we have a pawn. Probably not for long, but yeah, I don't really mind this trade for my bishop. I really wouldn't mind that, which is why I was willing to make this move. Or queen takes. No, knight takes. I was wondering queen takes because if the knight wants to go to c4. but I don't know. Just if queen takes, then just here and gains a tempo and gets the knight to a good square. So best to keep that under wraps probably. I feel like I want to keep that pawn for as long as possible, even if that's not that long. I don't know what to do here. I'm giving back the pawn. Wants to take it. Alright. I'm gonna play that. I know that the B2 pawn is hanging, but I gotta create some type of play. I'm also down a bit on time, so knight here. I have knight there, and if rook c8, I can actually take the pawn. Yeah, I don't know. This was an interesting game. Yeah, check Benoni, man. I played that for a little while. I also just have to watch out for the clock. But I don't mind my position here. I don't think it's bad. I think it's, as long as I don't lose that D pawn, which definitely could happen. But right now I have back rank stuff too. So, ooh, I didn't see this move. So now I always have the option to trade off queens with knight to e6. You should probably make left now, yeah. Because now I don't think that's so appealing because I just lose the pawn. Before I could do this because takes, and then can't take the pawn. But now I can take the pawn, so out of luck. Rook here. Break the pin. My knight wants to roam free. Although I like that rook there because it's keeping the knight out of e7 and stuff. It's too bad. So now this is on the table. Wait, no it's not. It still takes the pawn. after the king. Have the 7th rank cover for the moment. Alright, now I do not. Now I no longer have the 7th rank covered. Let's cover that. Maybe I should have moved my king to g2 just to get out of this line of fire. That might have been the wiser course of action, because now I'm always going to have to worry about the knight in some cases. And I'm still down on the clock. Just an issue. Still maybe have this knight move on the table. I'm always looking at that, reevaluating it. Always want to look out for those queen trades when they're possible, because at the very least they're often important to evaluate. Alright, let's get out of that real quick. I have the 3rd rank covered. Let's go there. I don't know if this is overly ambitious. There's still queens on the board for me to be bringing my king out like this. Could be dangerous. But I just kind of want to help defend this pawn so that this knight move maybe I can make with a good endgame. Alright. I'm going to trade queens. At this point, I really don't mind the trade of queens. King up. To attack the rook. I don't think I'm doing badly in this game. Let's push the pawn. Let's push that pawn. Alright. Ah! Maybe I didn't have any other option though. God damn. Come on. Oh, I thought that was good for me. That's horrible. Alright. So bad. Now I'm back below 1900. My classical rating. It's fine. Yeah, it didn't do so hot in this game. I think I was already losing by that end. This is all good. All good. Where do I make the mistake? F4 is bad. So, yeah, maybe I should play for B4. A3. That makes a lot more sense. Now block out the knight. This is a much cooler way to play. Yeah. Alright. That's cool. Yeah, so that knight trade wasn't really bad for me. At this point I'm doing well, but then I lose a good amount of it with this next move. So the best move, it says, is Queen A1. That's a nice move. Just persistently offering the queen trade. So the computer likes my, no, it doesn't like my E5 move. Thought it was nifty. So that was an inaccuracy on its part. Now this is also an inaccuracy. I should just move here and try to, I don't even know. I made this move. I'm like hanging in there. My position is not bad. Alright, so here is the moment to play knight e6. Knight d7. Now that the rook is left, now is the moment to play knight e6. So I was looking at that and I forgot. I just instinctually covered the 7th rank like that. Alright. The rook comes back. Alright, king f3. Rook d6. And now here I started to sense that I had some chances in here, and I did. Should have moved knight e4. Some weird shuffling of the rook and king here. And that's like a slight advantage because of the outside pass pawn. It's very slight, probably a draw. Alright, queen b1. Rook f6, and now this is very good. It's kind of like it's a net. It's my king is going to get caught in the net. E6 is a blunder because after here I have no other option, like literally no other legal move than to go here. After which here. So that was a good game though. I'm losing all my games. I'm gonna play a couple bullet games just for fun. Not really going to comment on these because I'm horrible at commentating with time pressure at all. an idiot. Give it back to me. No idea what I'm doing.
Hey, Andrew.
It's 11:30.
Playing a game.
Yep. Mate. Nope. Figured it was worth a shot. With a second to spare. That was horrible play at the end, of course. Yeah, we'll play another game. Let's play a Kali system. Kali Zucker toward attack. Alright, they might have left. Looks like they've disconnected. So let's just abort. Let's play another bullet game, and then we'll be done. Promising start. Alright. So that's all the chess for today. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks.